Channel 5, St. Louis's only news in high definition.
Well, welcome back. We all know how important suntan lotion and sunscreens are for our protection during the summer months. But what about our eyes? How do we protect them during the bright summer months? And joining us this morning is Dr. Mark Wade, Clinical Director with Crown Vision Centers. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
What kind of risks should we be looking at when it comes to the bright sunlight these days?
The risks are many and varied. The big ones really are, as we grow older, the potential development of cataracts, which are clouding of the central lens in the eye, retinal degeneration, various benign and cancerous growths on and around the eye, and even such things as cosmetic problems like premature aging and wrinkling of the skin on and around the eyes.
You know, when you're out, sometimes you see parents pulling a little child in a baby stroller, and they're wearing glasses, and you go, oh, that's so cute. But there's a really an important reason why those children are wearing, and we're seeing more and more children wearing sunglasses.
Extremely important point. As parents, we're really very good and diligent about coating our kids in suntan lotion, sunblock to be specific. But most parents don't take the added step of protecting their child's eyes as well. And the damage from ultraviolet light is both cumulative and delayed. So as children grow older, the effects of that damage become more and more obvious, and the parents don't see it like maybe they would a sunburn the next day after being out in the sun.
More insidious, huh?
That's correct. Statistics show that approximately 70% of the damage that's done to our eyes is done before the age of 12.
Wow. Well, you brought with us some samples. Let's take a look at some of these things. These are different kinds of sunglasses right now. What do we have here, and what should parents and what should everybody be looking for when they're buying a pair of sunglasses?
I think there are three important points to make about both function and design in terms of choosing the right sunglasses. The first is you want to get the biggest sized frame you can get that still appears to be stylish to you. That's a decent example.
This is the Arnold Schwarzenegger ad. I'll be back, right?
Very good.
That's right.
The idea is that the bigger the lens, the more protection for your eye. Secondly, a wraparound design is very important too, because the lenses can only block the light that enters them, and if you have a smaller lens size, light can be refracted and reflected from the ground, from other surfaces, and enter from the side. So having that side wraparound protection is very important too.
Well, these have labels on them too, and you can see this label right there.
Exactly. That's the most important point. You have to have sunglasses with complete 100% UV blocking, and most of the sunglasses, at least the ones that are of higher quality, will be labeled as such. Some of the designer type frames, such as this more expensive pair of sunglasses, doesn't necessarily have the labeling, but when you inquire with the place where you're buying it, they'll have literature that comes with that explains the design and benefits of their treatment.
You bring up a good point. That one costs a little more than the others. What about these sunglasses that you see in the convenience stores and the drugstores? You can get a pair for $2. Are they worth it, I guess, or is something better than nothing?
I think that's the point. I would make something is better than nothing. When they are labeled UV protection, that's better than going without. However, I think it's the old saying, you get what you pay for. They're really not very high quality, and that can be kind of a waste of money, actually.
I know you guys will be busy this summer at Crown Vision Centers too, with all the glasses that you guys work with, but thank you for coming in and giving us a little inside scoop on the sunglass market.
It's my pleasure. If you have any questions or you want to get more information, go to crownvisioncenter.com.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
You're watching St. Louis's Newsroom. This is coverage you can count on.
If it rains out the 4th, at least some of your fun, it might cut down on some injuries that they see every year. You know, people, there are about every year more than 10,000 people who are hurt by using fireworks incorrectly.
Yeah, many of those injuries are to the eyes. And this morning, we invited Dr. Connie Pollock, an optometrist with Crown Vision Center, in to talk about some advice for protecting your eyes this 4th. And we were talking off camera, and we said, you know what? People are going to do it, whether they're legal or not. St. Charles, St. Louis, people are going to play with fireworks. And a lot of folks don't even heed any basic safety rules, do they?
That's right. There really are no safe fireworks, you know, and the eye is one of the primary areas that is injured since it's so close, and children unfortunately are the brunt of more than half the eye injuries. Our local hospitals will attest to that, as far as this being the holiday where they see a lot of injuries from the fireworks.
One thing I see children doing quite a bit, and the parents have to hold them back. Let's say you're lighting something off and it's coming out of one of those containers. They want to run up like this right here. Oh, it stopped, and they want to run up right away and grab it.
Yeah.
And oftentimes it hasn't finished exploding.
Right, that's the thing. Do not inspect a dud. Don't reignite it by any means. That's one of the most dangerous things there. And the parent should always be in the vicinity, as far as giving the adult advice on what the proper thing can be, and also don't put it in a container. Containers can be a problem.
What types of injuries do you see, and what can we do to help prevent them?
Well, eye protection. It's something that you would wear, like you might use for weed whacking or chemistry class. You want the full protection of the goggles. Minimum would be a really close-fitting pair of sunglasses, and everyone in the vicinity should have that on, because you never know where that projectile is going to go. The eye type of injury can be as bad as a penetration, a burn, contusions, these kinds of things. The face is right down there, the children are right at it, and you just never know where those things are going to be going. Bottle rockets are some of the worst. They're inexpensive, everybody has them, and they just, they have their own mind.
And are these permanent injuries, or are these temporary injuries?
Oh yes, these can be loss of vision, loss of eye type of injuries.
As a matter of fact, we did receive a phone call from a Fox fan who said she lost her eyesight in one eye from a bottle rocket.
Yeah. And parents, just because they did this successfully themselves as children without injury, there's no guarantee that they're going to be, their children will not be involved in something like this. So there's no guarantees there.
Be careful, be safe.
Yes,
and we mentioned sparklers before too.
Right. We see a lot of this at Crown Vision, is that injuries that have been in the area, sparklers for especially very young children, is very dangerous.
Well, it flies all over the place.
The heat from that is amazing.
Unpredictable too.
Right.
All right, Dr. Connie Pollock, who's an optometrist with Crown Vision. We thank you very much for coming in.
My pleasure.
Happy
Thank you for the
4th.
service.
You look very festive.
Well,
today.
thank you. Thank you very much.
You dressed for the occasion. Thank you very much.